From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. Well, now how about this return? And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And here's Edwards-Helaire. And he will get in to make it 8-0. They wasted no time showing how aggressive they're going to be in this game. They get the quick score, and then they go for 2, CD.
Surf's up, partner. And when surf's up, you ride the wave. They felt great about that quick drive, put it in the end zone. Why not go for 2? They felt comfortable with the play call that they had.
And the home crowd loves it. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Buying time to his left. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Burrow on 1st down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Being chased out left. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, he tried to kind of lob that one in there. It looked pretty going through the air. The problem was it was in the air a little bit too long.
Yeah, that's a tough one because for that type of a route and what he tried to do and needed to do, he had to put a little air under it, and the defender was actually able to take advantage of it because it hung up there just long enough for him to get there and take it away.
The Bengals drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue.
Now Burrow loses the football. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing: take care of the football.
And one more time. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Noah Gray from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the...
What up, man? So I'm back with my brother and it's together. Send him to the bench, I done lost my respect. I'm gone, long through a deep for me. This ain't come from the league, I got money, take care of mine. Ride till the wheels don't crash, and I hit whoever long as we get past. Take it back to pay a touchdown. Whoever thought I have a buzz down, still sticking to the script, going deep. Still trying to take her my people. Football ain't all I know, that was all I chose. Back to the road for me.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And they go play action now. Burrow, he'll buy some time right. And incomplete to open things up.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. It is caught. It's Uzomah. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Steps away to his left. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. A quick slant to Hill. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Down inside the 5 to the 4. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs are going to take a 1st quarter lead.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
A gain of 6 there on first. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Second and 4.
Let's go, D. 11. Mike 54. Mike 54. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On second and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Now it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A give to the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Two minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Dancing to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're first and 10 at the 11. Throwing now is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup there. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the...
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire able to take it in from 1 yard out. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. First down, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
12.
On first and 10, Joe Burrow flushed out right. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. 7 yards, the pickup there. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Or they're down only 1 score, still first half. But they're going to line up for the onside kick. Oh, and the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with great starting field position up near the 50, they might be one completion. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep, but he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd and goal. Burrow escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Bengals. That's caught. Joe Burrow spotting T. Higgins for the touchdown there. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Mike Hill. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Down to about the 22 here. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. He's to the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 22 yards. And the Bengals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 57 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Noah Gray from 10 yards out. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And here's Edwards-Helaire, and he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Running left, it's Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Back now in Cincinnati. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Burrow. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Dumps it off to Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your touchdown Bengals. C.J. Uzomah. 27 yards. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To Mixon on the check down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's got this down to the 35. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mahomes rolling to his right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. On the move to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Uzama. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all